Magician!
Hey YouTube, Dark Magician 84 here, and I've been doing some more thinking about recent events. What are the odds people will get sick and tired of this topic? So I was doing some thinking a few days ago. Now, even though, like I said, I didn't want to play current format Yu-Gi-Oh! In the usual ways ever again, I couldn't help but think, at the very least, was I too hasty quitting the minor league? Everything else, I don't think I was too hasty about, just because I was fed up of everything that just drove me away, but I can't help but wonder if I was hasty just quitting the minor league and just letting my frustration get the better of me. It's hard to say for sure, because despite my reasoning why I didn't want to do it anymore, there are upsides. Annoying stuff aside, I actually do enjoy the company of the other minor league players, whether it's in the chat or just in person. I love talking about a lot of the things we talk about, even if it's jokes and banter. And to be fair, there are a few of them that don't actually play overpowered OTK or lockdown decks. I mean, the ones that play chilled decks guaranteed are Jack, Reese, Harrison, and most of the time Keller. That is when he's not playing Altergeists. I mean, yeah, there is some hate towards Jack's Gene Raiders, not by me though, but I think I'd rather play against Gene Raiders than any of the decks that I've complained about in the past. I got no problem with Gene Raiders. Yeah, in any case, it is still a good time. Of course, with John, it's, well, who knows? Either he'll play something I think is cool, or something that I just don't enjoy playing against. Invokes, Plunder Patrol, Volcanics. But yeah, like I said, with the minor league, it's a lottery. Just you don't know what you're gonna get, because well, most of the other guys just change decks every week. Alright, fair enough, I do as well, but for the most part I played a variant of Dark Magician. Yeah, for the most part it is a good time. Just didn't feel that way last time, and like I said, the amount of OTK decks that were being played with a lockdown deck of some kind being thrown in just got too much. Of course, that being said, in regards to decks that I don't like, I actually thought of a loophole. A loophole that would be an alternate solution, and I actually think that this solution is the only way that's going to make everyone happy, and that is if I get pitted against a deck that I don't like, I can just simply refuse to play against it. I mean, surely that can be done, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's nothing in the rules that says I have to play a match out. I mean, I know the closest thing was sneak peeks, when participants had to at least play the first round before dropping, but I don't think that's really a thing for normal tournaments, and even if it is, then it's just stupid. But I'm sure skipping around is fine. I mean, like in the last tournament before Christmas, when I played Rainbow Neos, I had to skip the last round, but that was only because I had to go and catch the last bus. Because obviously there were 4 rounds, and I didn't have time to play the 4th one, so I know it's at least okay to skip around if a player physically can't do it, but surely skipping around because you don't want to should be fine, especially since I'm pretty sure minor league tournaments are not something official that's ran by Konami, so I mean, I don't really see what the big deal would be. I mean, yeah, there are some downsides to this. Like, if I just skip around, which, by the way, would mean an auto loss to me, it does decrease my chances of winning the whole thing, but honestly, I'm not really that bothered, because, well, I have won my fair share of tournaments over the years anyway, and to be honest, the only reason I started playing in minor league tournaments in the first place was just to have a good time and play against people, all of us having casual decks, even though I was thrown off by all the annoying decks that OTK or lock decks down that I've encountered since I started. Well, in any case, despite all this, I just wanted to join in and play for the fun of it. I mean, if I win the tournament, I win the tournament. If I don't, I don't. It doesn't matter to me. As long as I can play the game, that's all that matters. Now, refusing to play around might make things difficult if one day I decided to try and win a minor league tournament with either Rainbow Neos, Magician Girls, or Cats, or of course Novellas and Melfi's, when I do finally get those decks built. But then again, I don't know if I'd even try to do that goal. It's like, can I really be bothered to? I mean, I don't know if it's something that's really necessary though. Of course, that being said, I am confident that I could win one of these with my Rainbow Neos deck. Not sure about Nouvelles or Melfi's. Actually, is it pronounced Nouvelles or Nouvelles? I don't even know. I don't feel so confident that I get far with Magician Girls and Cats. Well, I almost won one with Magician Girls, but Cyber Dragons just cucks me. Whereas my cat deck is the weakest deck I have. I just completely scrubbed out when I used it before. So I just don't know. Not that I'm really bothered, considering I have won things with Cats and Magician Girls anyway. In recent Dark Magician's Deck Grand Championship spin-offs and the Christmas Chaos Tournament movie thing. So it might not even be necessary. But who knows if I'd even want to attempt it. Not to mention, I did say I wanted to see how I should have. I did want to get some redemption with Magician of Chaos and Rainbow Neos, and my proper Pure Dark Magician deck, but who knows if that'll even happen now. The other downside is that I'd be denying my opponent a game. And I can't help but think, would I just be selfish if I did that? I mean, I don't think it would be. I mean, I'm not a selfish person anyway, plus I'm giving the opponent a free win, so, a win's a win. No one should complain about that. Of course, I could just offer to trade and have a casual game, like against something that doesn't do something that doesn't let me play. But I don't know. Would that be something that would be frowned upon? I don't know, but like I said, I honestly think that would be the only way to make everyone happy, so that everyone involved can play what they want, and I can just not have to deal with a deck that doesn't let me play. Otherwise, the alternative is to try and get them to agree to my demands, basically. But like I said, I doubt anyone would agree to them. Then again, I could just do an analysis of the hated decks can get played and see which of my decks would have a better chance against them. For instance, Dark Magician somehow struggled against Fluffles, but Elemental Heroes were able to deal with them. And they still put up a great fight against Invoked, and without the aid of Super Poly. So, I don't know. tough one. The other issue here is that there's a difference of opinion regarding what's chilled and what's not, which I hate. I mean, it just seems like in the minds of players with a competitive mindset, they seem to think that decks that OTK or lock a deck down that's not meta is considered chilled, but they're really not, regardless of whether it's meta or not. It's an irritating deck that sucks the fun, life and joy out of the game and does something that doesn't let other people play. I mean, those sorts of decks are just not chilled in any way whatsoever. They couldn't be chilled even if you left them in a fridge for a month. I mean, I'm sorry, but how the hell are the likes of Sky Strikers, Dinomorphia, Elblich, True Draco, Cosmo, Fluffle, Invoked, and Altergeist chilled? They're really not. I know Cosmo hasn't been played in one of these, but the topic of it did come up lately. But yeah, if you've watched my videos for the last 8 years, you'll already know how much I despise Cosmo. Yeah, honestly, I think just refusing to play it out against a hated deck is the only way that anyone's going to be happy if I come back to one of these. Maybe I could discuss it with Jack and John, see what they say. Despite all the negative stuff, it is still a good time just playing against the real chilled decks, and just hanging out and just chilling, having a good time with the minor league guys. And I do miss it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I do miss that part of it. I just don't know what to do. Of course, that being said, ultimately I might not be able to continue doing it anyway, like further along, because there is a plan to possibly move to Emma's hometown and have us get our own place together, which would mean I wouldn't be able to come down to TTR anymore, at least not as frequently as before. But there's no confirmation on when that would happen. One other thing I forgot to mention is that it was pointed out by Sparkman91 on 3 different occasions that it was a shame that I quit, and that it did seem like I was having fun in the minor league. And he's right. I genuinely was having fun, for what it was. Despite the OTK decks, the negates, Ash, and the arguments. And but yeah, I did enjoy it for what it was, and yeah, it was great that I technically did win the last two minor league tournaments with my two favourite and signature decks. The top two, that is, Dark Magician and Elemental Heroes. But yeah, like I said, the amount of OTK lockdown and arguments that came about, it just got too much for me. I hope an agreement can be made of some kind, but we'll see. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Dark Magician YouTube channel.